Thank you. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm John Woodring, Technology Integrationist at H.E. McCracken Middle School. And what I want to do is, first off, show you I have a lot of links, information, videos, and all on a wiki site that I've created just for y'all. And it can be reached right here. It's teacherbytes.pbwiki.com. I think they're going to have that link on the SCAE's Summer Leadership Institute website as well. And unfortunately, excuse me, I was supposed to have internet access. So I was going to show you a couple of videos off of YouTube, and you know, that's how things go with technology. And it seemingly broke down, so we'll have to kind of go with it. I'm glad I didn't have the presentation on Google Presentation. Also, I'm kind of using a couple of new technologies I've got my poor man's Promethean board here in my hand. And I'm also recording this as I'm going along. Okay, I get a lot of questions, particularly about student safety on the internet. And basically it all boils down to this. What is the biggest threat to kids online? And usually what people think I'm going to say is online predators. Well, it's not. What I really believe is really two things. One is kind of a legal thing, and the other is probably more darker and dangerous than probably even the online predators per se, because it's a growing problem and it's just going to get worse unless we take action now to head it off. Okay, the first thing I think that's a problem is kids illegally downloading files like music and movies, things like that, because that basically is stealing. But they don't realize it. They think if it's there on the internet, on these file sharing sites, it's free for the taking. Okay? But what it is stealing. The other thing, and what I'm going to be presenting today, is cyberbullying. Okay? It is a new, or I won't say totally new phenomenon. It's been going on basically as long as the kids have been going on the internet. The thing is that I'm sure you at your schools, how many of you are administrators? You got any guidance counselors? Okay. I know you probably have dealt with bullying at some level. Well, what's happening is now kids have figured out how to take bullying and take it to the next level. Take it into cyberspace, or the great super information highway. And so, and you probably have read the case of Megan Meyer or heard about it. A young girl who thought she was communicating with a young man that she thought was she was attracted to. She thought, you know, was going to be romantically friend. Come to find out, the guy turned on her. She eventually committed suicide because she was so distraught. And what it was, the young man turned out to be the mother of one of her rivals. They're actually neighbors. And when I heard that story, it's what prompted me to do more research about cyberbullying, and it's what led me here today to be with y'all. All right, so here we got some pictures of some kids. And the thing is don't they look like kids that could be walking in your hallways, particularly if you're at the middle school level or even at the high school level? Okay? Unfortunately, all three of them are dead. All three committed suicide, at least in part because of cyberbullying. And there are others. Okay? The good news is that, like I said, they all committed suicide. It is a rare occurrence. Okay? But bullying is a problem. Okay? How many of y'all think or have had to deal with bullying incidences in your schools this past year? Okay? Just out of curiosity, how many of you had to deal with a cyberbullying incident? Okay? I even had to deal with one in my own class. I taught a class of web media production, and I had a kid basically hijack a password of another student. Okay? So it happens. And this is even after I went and laid down the law about internet safety. Okay, definition, and there are all kinds. You can see all kinds of definitions, but basically, it's somebody being threatened, tormented, harassed, humiliated, embarrassed. Anything that basically causes any discomfort, or emotionally harms a child, or it can even be an adult. Because I will actually extend the definition of cyberbullying to any one of you. Even you could be a victim of cyberbullying, even though they say it's not. Okay? But I'm sure it happens. In a way, it happened to me. Okay? Somebody created a fake MySpace page on me. It was one of my former soccer players when I used to coach soccer at Bluffton High. I knew he'd done it, and I knew he was doing it as a joke. But then my principals came up one day, held up a front copy of it and said, "Can you explain this?" So I had to go to him and said, "Hey, we got to get that down." Okay, the thing is, as opposed to regular bullying, it is using the internet, it's using cell phones, other kinds of electronic media that's all out there all these kids use. Okay, for the most part, these kids think of the technology realm and the internet and all as basically their own private little playground, and that they can do whatever they want, because we are trying to catch up and try to figure out what it is we got or what we can do with it. Okay, and that's why they think they can pretty much go and do what they want without any problem. All right, pretty much just like more traditional bullying, okay, if somebody is seeking some kind of pleasure or doing it for some kind of reason, and the behavior must be repetitive. They got to keep doing it